Hi, Sensei Leonelli of Tiger Showman, Smithtown, New York, back again today to break down UFC on Fox 4. I want to break down all the main cards because we saw a fantastic night of fights. The return of crafty veterans, the re-rise of the Dragon, Lyoto Machida, beautiful submission from Joe Lozon, and some really, really technical striking in the main event of the evening, Shogun versus Brandon Vera. So I want to break down each of those great main card fights, starting off with Mike Swick versus DeMarquez Johnson. DeMarquez Johnson opened really, really strong. We saw Swick looking strong early, catching him with some good hands. Then DeMarquez imposed his will with some great wrestling, took him down and really beat him up on the ground. But then in the second round, Swick lived up to his nickname, showed everybody why they call him Quick. Stand up with me, Doug. DeMarquez throws around, Swick catches it here, and he just kind of hits him with a forearm. Nothing too pretty here, but it's enough to dissuade him and take him down. Now, no sooner had DeMarquez's hands hit the ground to break his fall than Swick had already fired off a beautiful, powerful right hand. That one connects right there in the temple. That one does the job, stealing DeMarquez's consciousness. He's able to rain down a couple of more strikes before the referee saves DeMarquez from any more damage. A beautiful fight for Swick, a beautiful return to the octagon after a 2.5-year injury layoff, and man, he really showed why they call him Quick. In the next fight, we were treated to a war between Joe Lozon and Jamie Varner. They put on a show. I was very, very impressed with Jamie Varner's hands. He's actually come to train with Team Tiger Showman quite a few times in the past, and he was really doing some work on Lozon's body. What I noticed early on is he was throwing his hands to the head, or jabbing across, and then he would finish. Boom, with a beautiful left hook right behind the elbow and the ribs there. And after just 2 or 3 of them, they turned at such an angle where you could see Lozon's ribs, and there was a fist print already, so you could see those 5 shots were really going to try to pay dividends. He was really trying to do everything he couldn't have it in, throwing combinations to the body to try to suck some of the gas out of the very famous gas tank of Joe Lozon. I did a great job in the first round, dropping Lozon twice with straight right hands. And then in the second round, Lozon did what he's famous for. Dragged Varner into the deep water, pressed the accelerator, and grinded on, grinded on, grinded on. Took him to the ground, pressed him in the cage, doing everything he could to tire Varner out further. Right, then we come to the third round where we had just an awesome start to the round. Varner does one of the things he does best. What is it? He comes in for his power dump, just driving in and going straight through the person. And he just drive until you can't possibly stand anymore. So he shot in. What he did, his head on this side, head on the other side. He had his head this way, on this side. And what we saw Lozon do, he wrapped the double overhooks here, and he took this foot, right? And as he fell, he hooked it in the thigh of what's called a butterfly. So he sat, right, to here, and did butterfly go. And he sat here for a minute, but then he did a beautiful thing. He took this elbow here, and he sucked this elbow in to deaden this arm. Once that arm was dead, he lifted that butterfly hook and threw him over the top. From here, he wound up in kind of a neon belly situation like this. Now, Varner, being the great wrestler that he is, wanted nothing to do with being on the bottom. He used his underhook and drove up to his knees, here, posting up on that stone. So here, Lozon sort of back, tried to jump on it here. All right. Varner didn't know when to let go. Kept driving that underhook in, and whenever you post an arm that far away, you isolate the head and your arm. Whenever I have the head and arm isolated, I can have a triangle. That's exactly what Lozon did. Here, right? Lock that triangle up very, very quickly. Varner, being a game veteran, tried to escape the triangle. He was doing a really good job. He stood up a little bit, and he was putting this shin up against Lozon's butt in an effort to kind of pry his head out the back. But in order to put his head straight out that way, boom, right, to kind of pry himself out in that direction. Now, for that escape to work, what has to happen is he's got to get his arm to his head to make it very, very skinny. Lozon's taken that class before, however. So what he was doing is he locked over this arm here. Because now, go ahead and get that arm close to your head. See, it can't happen. Right, Lozon threw a few more elbows, locked it in, here, finished the choke, gave Varner no choice but to tap and find his way out of the fight. Showed why he's one of the very best on the ground at the 155-pound division. Great fight for both of them and a beautiful submission from Joe Lozon. It was great because it was a triangle in transition. We see triangles from the guard, sometimes even from other positions, but to catch it on the fly from here, where they're kind of rolling, and as they're kind of rolling, to throw right into it, it was a thing of beauty. In the next fight, we had the return of the dragon, Lyoto Machida, right, doing what Machida does. Throughout the whole first round, he was kind of baiting him, and trying to get Bader, ironically, to take the bait. Trying to get Bader to chase him. Right, he came in, he landed a couple of strikes, he'll back out, make his little motion to try to get Bader to chase him. Finally, second round, Bader took the bait. And he paid for it big. He came in with a big right hand, which Machida kind of blocked. He kind of bounced on his forearm, put the back of his head. But at that same time, Machida landed a beautiful right hand right to the side of the jaw. Put Bader directly to sleep, and he just walked away. He knew the fight was over at that point. He landed so solid that Bader had no answer for it at all. Beautiful fight for Lyoto. Now he gets to fight for the next 205 champion at the light heavyweight division, whether it be the John Bones Jones or Dan Henderson, who's challenging him in a few weeks. Then, main event of the evening, we had a war of attrition between Shogun Rua and Brandon Vera. A lot of people heard about this fight coming up and really thought that Brandon Vera was kind of a tomato can for Shogun just to kind of walk over to fight for the title again. I don't know who lit the fire under Brandon Vera's butt, but somebody certainly did. He was not going away, and he was doing a beautiful job of counter-striking. Great Muay Thai from both people. Fight started out, Shogun doing what Shogun does, just kind of bull rushing in, throwing hands, throwing knees, throwing leg kicks. Really just kind of being the Shogun of all, bull rushing in. What I really liked, I saw a couple of things, real technical things from Vera that I really, really liked. One thing I saw a lot, they were in the clinch, and whenever they'd be in the clinch, as Shogun would back out, Vera would take his left elbow and clip it, boom, that way. Catching him right at the temple, boom, as he came out. And he was doing it over and over again. They'd be clinched up, they'd be close, right? And as Shogun would back out, boom, just land that elbow over the top. The only unfortunate part of the fight was by the second round, both guys are kind of out of gas. So I saw Shogun get hit with that elbow 2 times and his legs were buckling. I'm like, better finish him. But he just didn't have the gas in the tank to come in there and close the deal. Another really cool thing I saw was when you're a striker, right, when you're a kickboxer, you're used to, in your standing stance, having your front leg kicked. Right? You get that front leg kicked a lot. It's a great technique for taking away that base. When I attack his front leg, you can't put weight on that leg, you can't punch, you can't block, really can't do much. What I saw there is he would go and he would attack the back leg. That one much more sensitive because it's not used to getting kicked. And I saw him a few times, he would chase it back with some punches and then boom, go right after that back leg. And that leg doesn't get kicked nearly as often as the front leg does. You feel those much, much quicker. So a great night and a great display of the whole gamut of mixed martial arts skills, from great Muay Thai kickboxing to great jiu-jitsu and awesome night of fights. I can't wait for the next card. Tune in. But that was it. The Breakdown of UFC on Fox 4.